There are so many photos, you're having so many stories, you meet people each and every week, but are these chamas giving you value? Allow me to share with you reasons why you need to avoid chamas, and then give you the great way or what to do in place for those chamas. So what are chamas? Chamas are actually a group of people who come together to give out money, but at the end of the day, the money comes back to them. So those are chamas. So the people meet and they smile and they laugh and they drink, but at the end of the day, there is no value for chamas. So first of all, let us discuss chamas very well. Let us discuss them in depth. And why I feel chamas are holding us back. Do you know why they're holding us back? They're holding us back because, number one, there is no clear financial goals. People just come together, they give out their money. Like, let's say we are a group of 10 people, everybody gives 1,000 shillings, and then everybody has a number. So there's number 1 up to number 10. So if I'm number 10, I get my 10,000 shillings at the end of what? At the end of like 10 weeks or at the end of 10 months. But again, you need to understand one thing. 10,000 now and 10,000 after 10 months do not have the same purchasing power. Number 2, there are low returns. Just as I've said, as I put my money in a chama, in most chamas which are not productive, I'll get my money as it is. Of course, it has lost some value in it. So returns are very low. Number 3, there's what we call social pressure and misuse. Sometimes you get into. I remember the times when I used to get into chamas. Well, in these chamas, you cannot meet in people's houses. You have to meet in some serious hotels, some very expensive hotels. So you'll incur so much costs. And again, if you decide to go into people's houses, people start competing. If somebody's having a big screen, I will also want to buy a big screen. So at the end of the day, these chamas are not going to be profitable. These chamas are not going to help me. They're going to put a lot of pressure on us. And again, at the end of the day, you do not know or you do not understand where people are getting their money from. The 4th bit, chamas are what we call time-wasting meetings. You come into chamas, you give the money, you discuss stories. Those stories are not productive. Most stories are not productive. So that's why I'm telling you guys, these chamas are not helping us. Because number 1, they do not have a clear financial goal. Number 2, they're actually having very low returns. Number 3, there's a lot of social pressure and misuse. And then the 4th one, there's a lot of time wasting in the meetings. Allow me to give you this quote. If money does not multiply, then it is being misused. So if you cannot put your money somewhere and then you get returns at the end of the year or at the end of a particular period, then just to be rest assured that money is being misused. Because at the end of the day, that money is losing its purchasing power. It's losing its value, even if it's 10% or 1%, and that is a lot. So what should you do? What should you do? Okay, you're telling me, Coach, JOBIESE, I'm in a chama, and I've felt this chama is not helping me. So what should I do? So number 1, you can create an investment plan. Create an investment plan such that you know what you want. Like at the end of the year, or today is July. Today is July the 15th. So I need to have a personal investment plan. Like, what do I want to buy at the end of the year? How can my 10K compound to 100K at the end of 6 months? So have that. Write it down. Just like the book of Habakkuk says, put your vision upon tablets. So write it clearly so that you can understand it. Put it where you can see it. Then number 2, join or form investment groups or circles. Look for like minds. The Bible says that 2 cannot work together unless they agree. So make sure that at the end of the day, you look for people whom you can agree with, people that you can talk to, people that you can run with in the same direction. Because if you don't have that, then you lose it. You can decide, come together, a group of 10 people, contribute 10,000, that is 100K, put it somewhere. That makes a lot of sense. Then you come together, me give you 10K, and then give me back the 10K, I give you 10K. No, things don't work that way. But again, you might ask me, Coach, what if I get an emergency? You can decide just to have this investment group of viewers, but at the end of every month or at the end of at a particular period, make sure you have something called an emergency fund, an emergency kit, where if somebody has a problem, then money can get out of that place. So that's what you do. But at the end of the day, let the main job be investment purposes. Then the third bit is you focus on high impact assets. As a group that now wants to do what you call investment, look for assets that will give you. Look for things like treasury bills. Put money, because at the end of the day, again, you don't invest in something you're not sure or you're not familiar with. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, where there is high returns, then there's high risk. So you can decide to consult, bring on board people that will advise, bring on board people that will guide, bring on board people that are expert like me, consultants that have understood their terrain, which is investment. So they'll help you and they'll guide you. You can also decide to come together, do professional courses. Come together, do treasury bills and bonds. Come together, go and invest. Come together, go look for some farm somewhere. Put your money in the farm. Do farming. But at the end of the day, just make sure one thing is clear. Your money is your money is being attached to some high impact assets. Then the last one, or the fourth one, about what you need to do is make sure you automate your savings and investments. So once you get, because sometimes it becomes hard to put your money somewhere. It becomes hard to get the discipline of putting your money together so that you can invest. First of all, if you're alone, or again, if you're having people that are different, or people that have not been used to saving their money for investment purposes. So automate your savings. Make sure as you automate your savings, put them in a pool where now again you can invest them and do what? And compound them and get interest. Let me give you an example of two people. There's one, I'll call him Becky. And then the other one, we'll call them Mercy. So Becky's in a chama. In Becky's chama, they contribute 1,000 shillings every month. So Becky's in 3 chamas. So at the end of the month, Becky has 3,000. So when Becky's turn comes, Becky will have how much? We'll have 30,000. Let's assume that the chamas have 10 people. Okay. Then we have Mercy. Mercy decides to take the 3,000 every month and put it in a circle that gives 10% as returns. So what will happen? What will happen is, at the end of this period, Becky will have 30,000 because of the 10 months. Mercy will have 30,000 plus the 10% of the 10 months. You understand? Then, so in other words, Mercy will have capital plus the profit or the interest. Becky here will just have his money, or her money. Becky will have stories, and then Becky will have photos of the good places. But again, in between here, there's money that Becky has lost. So that's one thing you need to understand. So that clearly shows you that at the end of the day, chamas are not productive if they are not productive themselves. So what can you do to get into financial production? One, exit chamas that are not productive. Get out of them. If you people can come together, put your money, get your money, and even put your money somewhere so that you can even decide, instead of saving your money in your house, save your money in a circle, like quarter circle, where we give interest on savings. Buy shares, get dividends on the shares. So that becomes interest for you at the end of the year. Number two, audit your money. Where is your money going to? You are in a chama. How much are you putting in the chama? How much are you getting back? If you guys meet in a chama, how much do you contribute? Do you buy meals? And must you buy those meals? So make sure you audit your money. So once you audit your money, it will help you do what? It will help you block, or it will help you critique, or it will help you be careful with how you spend your money. The last one, create smart goals. Goals are very important. You're having wishes, but without goals, they'll continue being wishes. You're having thoughts without goals, they'll continue becoming thoughts. So make sure you have goals. And once you have goals, you work on them. And then, at the end of it all, or before I complete, or as I come to an end, allow me to remind you one thing. If you are deeply rooted in these chama things, I want to tell you today, chamas are not going to help you. It is time to get out, it is time to level out, and it is time to be the best. You have an issue, you want to grow, you want to bring your group together and see how you will invest, you can always reach me. I'm available to advise, to help, and to walk with you. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Ciao.